Hey everyone, welcome back. This evening, we're using a razor I haven't used on camera for a little while, and I've actually had it out alone for a little bit, and that is the Focus Slim Aluminum. I already have my blade snapped in half here. You can see maybe the little tabs poking up. So when I load the blade in here, I found that if you have the tab on this part of the razor, it tends to close easier because the tolerances on the focus are so tight that if you have it folding up, it'll be a little harder to close. So the blade is right there. You can see I just hold that a little bit until I get that kind of started, and then just slide that closed. Then there's the blade. Now the soap I'm using is A&E NYC. I am participating in Finish It February, or as much as I can with other things going on. And this soap is already starting the circle of death. So I'm going to use that. I'm going to face lather because I'm using a gel tip badger brush. So I'm going to load and lather, and I'll be right back. All right, and we are back. I also get some training to get my splash I'm going to be using, and the witch hazel, so I don't have to reach into my closet for that anymore. The splash I'm going to finish it off with is Oleo, or I think it's now Chicago Soapworks or whatever, Rougère. Because NYC is described as a dirty fougere, and I don't have the splash because I bought it when I was in New York, and I didn't want to bring a splash while on the plane. And I'm going to finish it off with some Moon Soap Unscented Balm as well. Now, one thing I love about this Focus Slim is the head is angled in such a way that you don't need to have this very far out on your face, either like a straight or even some chevettes. You can keep this relatively flat on your skin. I'm going to try to show that. So you keep that angle relatively flat to the face. And that just went right through it, no problem. Lather just rinses off. Beautifully hydrated. Now, also one thing that's different with the Focus is that this part here where the blade sits, and this is about the same length as most straight razors as far as actual length of, you know what you want to call it. Because the cutting surface is only that of the standard DE. But the portion itself from the tail all the way up to, I guess, the cutting surface, the blade holder is about the same size as a DE or like a Feather Artist Club razor or something along those lines. So if you've used a straight razor before, this will be a little bit easier. Just pretend you're using more of the toe of the razor to do the shave versus the center point or the heel. And this razor does have guards on the toe and the heel of the blade. Well, not really guards, but it's built in such a way that the toe and the heel of the blade are kind of guarded, protected. They're not as exposed as, say, like a Dovo or the IBC, something along those lines. So yes, you still can cut yourself with this fairly easily, but it is harder to cut yourself than with a Dovo using like a DE, or if you can still find them, the Dovo blade. Or if you can really find it, the green insert with a Persona blade. That's what you want to do if you get a Dovo. hear that a little bit on it with the grain. Now this week's been an interesting week, as hopefully the lighting is better now. I did get a new phone this week, and that's why I didn't record earlier, because I got the phone on Monday when I normally record, and went to, made an appointment, went to the store, got the phone, started the transfer of all the data and apps and photos and all that good stuff. But it was getting late, and we had to get back because my parents were watching my kids, and we had to go get our kids. So couldn't let the transfer and everything finish in store. So we got home, got everything ready, everything transferred over, and I had no cell service on either phone. So I spent most of the night fighting with that, trying to figure out what was going on, why I didn't have an actual cell service on my new phone or old one. And ended up, I had to work the next day. Luckily, I'm working from home, so I don't need the cell phone right away. But my wife called the customer service line, and apparently the phone they had, for whatever reason, active on my profile was the same model of my old phone, but not the same storage, so they couldn't activate that phone because it was wrong. So they couldn't deactivate that to get with my new one. So my wife had to go to the actual retail location and get that sorted out. Luckily, because I work from home when I'm not traveling, I have a Google Voice line. And it was a rather slow day, so she could call on that Google Voice line when she needed to get a hold of me. So they really get it sorted out. Got the new phone activated, everything's transferred over, it's all good to go. And then Tuesday, Wednesday, had stuff going on, kids are going to bed late, it's parent-teacher conference week, so we were dealing with that, and I was getting the kids in bed, and my wife was doing the parent-teacher conferences, and she didn't feel like recording, so she didn't. So, also one thing about this razor, this is Ewan's favorite razor. He just loves the way this looks. He doesn't. I just like to give him crap. But this is perfectly balanced right here at the pivot point. If I can get this on my finger. So it's perfectly balanced at the pivot point. And when you fold it closed, perfectly balanced, it'll stand straight up. I love this thing, if you can't tell. And I think Ewan is wrong for not liking it. Just kidding, Ewan. Last time I talked to him about this razor, he said he likes the shaves that he gets with this razor, but he doesn't like the looks. And I can definitely understand that. If you like more of the traditional look of straights and shavettes, this is not it. But you cannot argue with the shave. Trying to see if I can stay a bit more in camera. Ooh, man, that's nice. This is not my favorite blade for this razor. I've already had one snapped in half. So, figured why not. I like the Gillette Platinums and the Silver Blues, and the Perma Sharps are some of my favorite ones running this one. The Persona Lab blades don't do bad, but they're just, I think as I've gotten more akin or used to this razor, other blades should suit it better for me. But this blade does work. Just have to work on. And like I said, I haven't shaved with this for a couple months. It's been out on loan to a good friend of mine, Mr. Harry Wong. One of the Wongs. Same one that let me borrow his feather SS Commissary and the CJB, which I now have both of those. Thanks, Harry. Master Enabler, that Harry Wong. Which Harry Wong? Maybe you'll know. Maybe you'll figure it out. Maybe not. Because Harry goes by many names. And I can say that all of them who fill the Harry Wong shoes, role, whatever you want to call it, are phenomenal people. Every single one of them. I've learned a lot from every single Harry Wong. Did I just do my against the grain pass? Well, I'll be darned. Oh, I got past 2? 3? Wow. Not my fast. So, as you can see, a really nice razor. It will sink when you get the right angle. It's forgiving. It's what I really enjoy using. I'm glad it's back in my den. I've actually missed it. Not saying that I did not thoroughly enjoy the Feather SS and CJB Commissaries, because I went out and got my own after that. Shortly after I borrowed those, and well, I still had those in my possession. I was given the CJB by another good friend. And I ordered the SS. There we go. All right, we're gonna call that good. Feels really nice. Just try to do a quick rinse. Keep this relatively short. Can't believe I've done all of my passes, especially the little DE razor, the little DE blade. That dang jawline is always a challenge. We'll go for residual here. I get soap all the way back there. So I've had this soap for, so the third artisan soap I ever bought. So I've had it for almost easily 2.5 years, close to 3. And I'm just trying to finish it because I have a bunch of soaps in the den. I like the scent. It's a nice fougere. This is really my introduction to fougères, maybe because I really like that type of scent. There we go. But it's just time when you can see the ring of death. Yeah, it's just time for it to go and be replaced with something just as nice. So we're gonna finish off with Oleo Shoppe Works, or Chicago Shave Company, whatever they're called now, fougere. Doesn't really pair well. This is a nice rose forward fougere, but still smells wonderful. A little bit of alcohol burn, but not bad. It has a little wet. We'll apply some Moon Soap's balm. We'll do 2 pumps. Because this comes out like a rocket, we'll clean that off. My understanding is Moon has now changed their pump because that one just shoots out very quickly. Well, that was a different one. They filled in and they couldn't get their normal one. So Moon Soap's balm. And that's it. That was a great shave. I have really missed the Focus Slim AL. Such a phenomenal shave with that thing. Very lightweight, very maneuverable, very forgiving. Comfortable razor, and I like the design. It's wonderful. So anyway, that is the shave. Thank you all for joining me, and I'll catch you all next time.